sorry, Cindy. Cindy Liebman. Cindy.
Thanks, Bert.
Oh my God. You can do it.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there anything weird on there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a gender fluid.
Okay. That's fine. Thanks,
Okay.
Bert.
All right.
And then he shakes my hand with the same thing, you wipe the microphone down.
There you go.
No. Oh, I have to wipe it for the next
You want
comedian?
to? No, for you. You see, you.
No, I'm good, I'm good, I'm
Okay,
good, thank
okay.
you. All right, give it up for Bert and all the comedians. Tonight, let's see, so Bert told me I need to be a little bit quiet tonight because I'm usually like really, really loud for all the people who are eating in the restaurant. I don't really see anybody eating in the restaurant. So I don't know how not to be loud, but I am glad to be. I drove like an hour and 15 minutes to come out here.
Yeah.
No, this is my old hood. I really miss it. I miss it here. I just felt like I was home right when I got here. All right, so just a short survey. Who here has got COVID already? Who's gotten it?
Yes.
I have. Okay. All right. Raise your hands if you currently have COVID. Get them. I'm not allowed to curse here. Can I do racist jokes? What can I do? I almost said, I mean, this is going to be really hard for me. Be quiet, no cursing, no racist jokes. I might as well leave.
No, you can be a little late.
All right, let me see. Sorry, no dead mother jokes. Yeah, my mother did. But I think Howard was saying his mother was bipolar or something like that. Oh, is that Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, we're not allowed to be loud tonight, just by FYI. Okay, so my mother did die about 10 minutes ago. It was right before the lockdown. Actually, here we were like on semi-lockdown, and she died in Florida. And everything was open in Florida, including old man's legs. Well, it's my fault. Match.com wasn't working out for me, so I put my profile on forestlawn.com. I met this, is that too loud? Sound
No,
check.
that's perfect.
All right. I met this one old guy every night before bed. He would ask me to give him a blue pill, you know, so he'd get a stiffy for 8 hours. Can I say stiffy?
Yeah.
All right. I have to check with Bert every 2 seconds. I gave him a pill. I gave him a Xanax, so he'd knock the hell out. I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't like old men. I'm trying to like think of like a few of each one that I want to talk about tonight. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so I had COVID. If I just getting over it. And my friend Reggie also at the same time had COVID. So he called me up and he said, he asked me if he could be my COVID lover. I'm like, Reggie, you know I don't do friends with benefits. He's like, how about friends with food stamps? So then after COVID, I was getting really skeptical. Like, I don't want to go out, you know? So I invited my 76-year-old neighbor over, you know, for like a romantic evening. I figured he's safe, you know what I mean? Like, he's watching himself with all the new viruses and everything. So first of all, he comes over. He didn't wear a mask, so I sold him one. You know, and then he comes in. He didn't bring flowers. He didn't bring wine, candy, or a condom. Can I say condom? All right. But he walks in with a cigarette, a coffee cup, and a folding chair. I'm like, honey, I'm inviting you over for a romantic dinner, not an AA meeting. He's like, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. I'm like, you're 76. What are you looking for, a nurse? I'm like, I'll be your hospice comedian. I'll make you laugh while you die. But I don't change diapers. It's all on my resume. Favorite movie, Die Hard. Good movie, watch it. All right, so let's see, where were we going? We went back to my mother, right? All right, so my mother also was schizoid, and she was a shrink. And you know, and I tried, before she died, I went down there a few months before, and I tried to help her out, but we never saw eye to eye. Maybe because she had a glass eye, but you know, also, you know, it's like, we're not on the same page at all. It's like, I was on page 417 out of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, and she was on page 166 out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, so many times, I remember I was down there and I thought about, you know, suicide, but I couldn't convince her to do it. I even brought her the rope, and the pills, and the noose. You know, but she was so smart. I mean, the woman was brilliant. You know, she was a psychiatrist. We'll get to that in a second about some time. You know, that she knew, even when I put the bucket, she was so smart that she saw it. And she, in the wheelchair, even in her wheelchair, she rolled in 5 minutes over her maid. True story. Wait, I know it's not making sense, but her maid died right before her. Yeah, we can't make this up. Anyway, okay, so we're done with my mother. So you know, it was like growing up with a shrink. It's like I went straight from the womb right to the padded room. You know, I like, you know how most kids get Flintstone vitamins? I got Valium. Till this day, it haunts me in my sleep. Sometimes I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and scream out, "Where's my stash?" You know? And even when I was married, one time I remember my husband woke me up and I was screaming in my sleep. I'm not kidding, I'm like, "Wilma!" Sorry, I'm trying. He's like, "So you sleeping, you're cheating on me with another woman?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Don't worry, babe. Dreams can come true." Yeah, but you know, it's like she had many suicidal patients. She doesn't have many more because they're dead. When she would get tired of hearing their problems, she would just stop their medication. And when she would get tired of me, she would just pump up the volume, dance. No, but all right, enough about mom. Let's be good to the dead, right?
Yeah.
So all right, so let's talk a little bit. My kid, no, a little bit about dating, right? So all right, here's the thing about me. I like fat guys. Any fat guys here? Holla. You're not fat enough. I mean fat, like a little chubby. Any chubba-lugs?
Bert, baby.
Any single chubba-lugs over there? Oh, you, I'll take you. Okay. Here's the thing. Someone in the relationship has to have big breasts. And I think it's a thing from growing up. Like I didn't get that love and affection from my mother and father, you know, so it's like a 2-for-1. You know, a man with breasts, you know. I want some titties, can I? No. All right. So it's like, but I don't like them too fat, you know. But here's the thing: if you lost weight, I dump you. It's like fat chance I go out with you again. The odds are slim to none. You know. But like I don't like them obese, you know, like too big. You know, like I thought I was going out on a hot date last week. The guy said he was 420 friendly. So of course I showed up. I figured he was looking for somebody who wanted to smoke a little pot, right? Turns out he was referring to his weight. It's my fault I met him on that weird dating site, POF, plentyofat.com. And then we went out to dinner, right? And he's like, he's looking at me, and he's like, you know, we're compatible, you know, sexually because I'm a Pisces and you're a Scorpio.
Oh, yay!
No. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, are you sure you're not a Gemini? Because you look like twins.
Ah.
I had to voice that. And then he walks, he goes, "Do you need help getting your car? Let me walk you there." I go, "No, maybe you should just take care of yourself and get there, like be really careful, like maybe call an Uber, XXL.
Oh.
You know, don't feel bad. He lied. Yeah. That's, yeah, God. Anyway, so, and then I hate first date questions. Don't you hate, who's, anybody single here? Okay, don't you hate first dates? They're too personal. Like, wait a little time. Like, he asked me, he's like, "So tell me, when did your last long-term relationship end?" I'm like, let me see. March 2nd, 2016, 7:30 a.m. He's like, "How do you know the exact date and time?" I said, "Because that's what it said in his death certificate."
Oh!
Hey, do you guys, I'm single, or the cops, I'm a suspect. But, you know, you want us to be vulnerable, right? Guys always say they want us to be vulnerable. From now on, I'm not even going to tell him I have a dead ex. I'm just going to say, you know what? He ghosted me. All right, you tell me when I have to get off, because I'll just keep going.
Keep going.
All right. All right, so that's the dead ex part. All right, that's what Bert was talking about that I wanted to get to the point myself. All right. All right. All right, let's see. All right. The guy with cancer? No, we're not going to talk about the sick people. All right. Mom. Oh, I found a new chapter. Who's talking about, you were talking about chiropractors. I love acupuncture. I found a new Chinese acupuncturist, right? I went last week. And when he stuck the needles in me, I didn't really feel anything. But he did tell me before I came that I was only going to get a little prick.
Ah.
You saw that coming. Oh, what else? Let's see. Talk about my mom. No, not my mom. Who?
Doctor.
Doctor. Oh, that's right. I went to the doctor last week. That's right. But that's right. I went last week for my yearly checkup, and while I was there, he gave me a mammogram. I'm like, "What is your wife claiming monkeypox now?" I'm like, I don't know, you should be careful. I just came from a donkey show. Well, if you don't believe me, I got the hoof marks to prove it. All right, and while I was there, you know, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. You ever hear that saying?
Yeah.
It's so true, because anyone who knows me knows that I eat at least 2 apples a day, and I still haven't met a doctor. And while I was there, I said, what is a handsome doctor like you doing not wearing a wedding ring? He's like, when you shook my hand, you removed it? When he wasn't looking, I gave him back his ring, but I'm keeping his wallet. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for the great audience. If you like what you see tonight, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you, Chubby, if you like what you see, you can follow me home.
And you can find her on forestlawn.com. Am I right? All right. We have a dog in the audience, which is cool. I've been heckled by a dog.